Next thing I'm going to be taking off is the oil sump. We're getting that off. Yeah, that looks pretty nasty. If we can't get that cleaned up, we'll be changing that out. We'll also take out the oil filter housing and all that. And like I said, I had already done some work to it, taking it apart. And I took apart top end and all that, so I didn't get the video of that, but we'll get the rest of this. Still got the rest of the engine mount, the brackets to get off. We got stuff to take out. We got the freeze plugs to take out and everything. Then we're going to be, doing the inspection. This thing has sat outside, I guess, since last year. And so, yeah, it had a gross. I'll just say that. Alright. So now I got the oil sump off, that filter off and all that. Before I start taking the crank out, start undoing these bolts, what I want to do is I want to check to see how well it's spinning and all that, and see if there's any tightness or anything. Now, you don't want to use anything, just you want to see if you hear anything grinding, feel anything binding and all that. So that way you can really tell if your crank is bad or not, or if there's something else going on and all that. So right now I don't hear anything, which we're coming up to a good sign. That spinning nice and freely. And all that. It's got some rust on that crank, so we're gonna have that turned, or just get a new crank and all that. Probably be the better reason. All that thickness and all that from that oil and the water. All of it, everything else seemed to be good. So one of the things when you start taking off your connecting rods, you want to take a look at your bearings and just see what they look like. As you can tell, there's been a little bit of rubbing. It's got just a little bit of gouge there, but it's not bad at all. And yeah, we're going to be changing these bearings out anyway and everything, but we would just want to check these out. And make sure you keep these, when you're taking off, make sure you keep them lined up. So we're taking off the second one here. I'm not going to show you every single one and all that. That would be just kind of a waste of your time if I showed you every single one. But we're going to take off these first two here. Make sure you use a good light. Got some pitting going on there. You can just tell right there, especially right there. Got a little bit of roundness. Don't feel any gouges. Any deep gouges. All that. Well, we'll get the rest of them off.
Don't forget to inspect the part once you take it out, so that way you can see if anything is going on. It's very important that you do this and all that. This helps you find out what's going on with the engine. You'll see I don't do a lot of talking during this section, because I don't think you want to hear my voice a lot.
Once we got those first two off, we're going to pull out the first piston. We're going to take a look. You can tell here, this bearing does have a lot of bit of wear on it. We'll also take a look at the crank there. Take a look at the piston. We'll get that all cleaned up, but we're going to be replacing these anyway.
Here you'll see something that I probably shouldn't have done.
Damn it.
Always keep your parts in order, and when you're taking them out, when you're setting them down. Don't forget to do your top of the tap when you're using the impact. Here's where we start removing the crank.
Yep.
All that we're going to just remember on your bolts, be doing that tappity tap when you use an impact. That way you don't by chance break those bolts. into the engine core, because you're going to spend more time and you can do damage. So just go easy. Now don't forget to check your bolts when you're taking them out. They can tell you a lot also.
God damn it. Dang it. Yeah.
Speaking of the rebuild kit, when you go to do it, there's some premium things.
My buddy
that they
Mike,
do
who
that
were
I
rebuilding that
favor,
Yeah.
Ford,
like
the engine for the
better,
Ford F-250.
What are they? Brass freeze plugs.
Yeah.
Just some different things that when we go to pick it out, I'll favor
The better ones.
a little higher quality.
Yeah.
Because of this coastal air.
Oh, yeah.
Stuff that corrodes and weird stuff that goes on around here.
Yeah.
So, all right, man. We'll be back.
Okay.
You need anything?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
So now we're going ready to take the crank off. We got the first section off. You want to take these off in a section. I want to give these a good look at. You can tell. Yeah, that's either spun. Something, we got a little gouge going right there. This engine is old. Came out of a 87 Ford F-250. We were told. Got a lot of wear on this front section here. Alright, we're just going to go through do the same thing. So one of the things you want to take a look at, this here is your thrust bearing, and it was in the very center. As you can tell, it has two lips on both sides and all that. Definitely want to take a look at that. It's got quite a bit of wear on this thrust bearing.